Good afternoon, everyone. I am the first presenter of our group in this vlog, and we're going to talk about abortion in philosophy. For our introduction, access to safety and legal abortion for women is one of the most hated issues in moral philosophy and has raised a lot of ethical questions. Pro-choice advocates offer that the existence of safe abortion services can save lives and prevent the complications that came with unsafe procedures. Others, however, argue that this availability may not always be justifiable in the context of moral consideration, especially when some women might be left with mental or physical deficiencies after that issue. In order to formulate an appropriate response to this problem, this study will focus on three issues: the ethics of Immanuel Kant, virtue ethics, and as well as utilitarianism. And my topic will be virtue ethic. Aristotle, Nicomachean ethics from the foundation for virtue ethics, an approach to morality that emphasizes the development of good character traits, such as courage, wisdom, and compassion, rather than strictly focusing on rules or outcomes. For Aristotle, ethical behavior systems from cultivating virtues that enable a person to live a fulfilled and meaningful life, a concept he called eudaimonia, or flourishing. Virtue ethics shifts and focus from finding a fixed solution to moral issues to fostering personal qualities that guide people towards morally sound choice. This approach suggests that in complex situations like abortion, what matters is the character and intention of the decision maker, rather than merely classify the act as right or wrong. Instead of asking, is abortion good or bad? Virtue ethics would prompt us to consider the qualities a person should possess to make such a choice thoughtfully. This includes examining how the person's virtues or lack therefore inform their approach to abortion. For instance, Aristotle argues that virtues like compassion and responsibility are essential for ethical decisions that respect the well-being of all affected parties. Consumption allows individuals to empathize with others' circumstances, while responsibility ensures they weigh the broader impacts of their choices. Thank you.
So in my part, I will be discussing about utilitarian viewpoint. So John Stuart Mill, a philosopher known for his utilitarian views, believed that action should aim to maximize happiness or minimize suffering for the greatest number of people. Regarding abortion, uh, Mill's focus would be on the consequences of the choice, considering factors such as the well-being of the woman, potential child, and society. Mill supported women's rights, including control over their own bodies, arguing that allowing a woman to decide about abortion could enhance her happiness and well-being. He would also consider the quality of life for a child born into challenging circumstances where the outcome might not lead to happiness for those involved. For instance, a young woman with educational goals might choose abortion to avoid a difficult life path. Similarly, a woman facing health risks may see abortion as a way to prevent suffering, and a couple in an unstable relationship might view it as a way to avoid future stress. From Mill's perspective, abortion is evaluated by its outcomes with a focus on reducing suffering and enhancing happiness for all affected. Thank you.
Since they tackled about Aristotle and utilitarian viewpoints, now I will tackle about the Kant's view about abortion. So Kant believes in the value of human life even before it fully develops. He thinks that anything with the potential to become a rational thinking person deserves respect and should not be treated as something we can add for personal reasons. In Kant's view, abortion ignores the future potential of the fetus as a person. He also says that we should act in ways that would work as a universal rules for everyone. If abortion were widely accepted, it could weaken, weaken the respect people have for human life and create a norm where ending life is easier to justify. So Kant would argue that to respect life, society should have a general rules against abortion. Lastly, Kant may say that we have a duty not only to people who are alive now, but also to future generations. Since a fetus is a part of the future humanity, Kant would see it as our duty to protect and support. It is respecting its potential role for humanity. That's all. Thank you po.